HH and Trogdor here signing in. This is a special video. I normally don't keep track of a lot of the things that are in Orlando or Hollow Scream or pretty much in general Florida haunts related, but I couldn't resist when everything was revealed for Universal Studios. Singapore's Halloween Horror Nights 4 reveal was made. I kind of want to talk about their event and what they're doing with it. This event is they've been doing it for 4 years. I believe their first year was in 2011, and they've grown from one house now to 4 houses. The event over there has been exploding exponentially. Yada yada yada. They've had massive success with this event now over in Universal Studios in Singapore. So they unveiled their icon, the theming, and their 4 houses and 4 scare zones. So I want to go over them real quick and let everyone know what. So the basis of this, and I'm reading off of the full reveal right now, is that their icon is someone named Jonah Goodwill. Jonah Goodwill is this character that they came up with and created kind of as a dictator-like character. It's supposedly like the first world leader of united all of the countries, but there are people that are protesting against it and people that in the Americas and Asian countries are not supporting him, unlike in more, they put it like third world countries that are really behind him. And the whole basis of the event is that he is actually a demon in disguise leading the free world. And people are protesting against it, and he's kind of now brought his reign of terror to Halloween Horror Nights 4 in Singapore. It is his new realm, and where he's leading his new government out of. Now, I think it's a really cool, interesting kind of icon. Very different from most of the icons we ever had here in Orlando, and different than their icons that they've had, because they had the director, they had the puppet master, and then they had those 3 siren women from last year. It's a very different direction. I think it's really cool. I think it speaks a lot about modern day politics and kind of a reflection of that. I think it's cool. I think it's a good idea. So maybe more ideas with this will come over to Hollywood and Orlando, but who knows? We'll see. So here's the deal. So they have 4 scare zones. The first one is Demonocracy. This is kind of where Jonah Goodwill is going to be running his whole camp out of. It looks like there's going to be some aerial scare actors and special effects within the city. City's in ruins and overrun with the demons. This will be their New York zone, like that we are having here in Orlando, where the Purge is. Their New York zone is going to be this Demonocracy. They just comment a little bit on it. The next zone will be in their Sting Alley area, and it's called the Boogeyman. And it looks like this zone will be taken over by the Boogeyman and by some demon-like children. So I'm guessing this is going to be more of a classic Halloween-ish kind of haunted area. I'm going to post a link to everything I'm getting my information off of in the comment section so you can see the pictures and stuff they have posted. The next one is the Canyon of the Curse. This one's really interesting. They're taking their Egypt area, which is where they have the mummy, and they're turning it into the frontier. It's actually very similar to anybody that's read or played Red Dead Redemption, the zombie one, the expansion. It seems like it's similar to that. It talks about undead zombies, horses, American Indians wage war across the town. This is a new concept, and it looks like it's pretty daring. Now, this is the cool thing. They have taken 2 concepts from Orlando's original ideas and brought them as IPs over to Singapore. The first one is their new scare zone, Scary Tales. They're bringing our old houses. Well, I don't know if it's specifically everything like that we've modeled after, but they're using our title. And they're putting it in their Jurassic Park, the jungle area. It's Evil Forest. And some of the things that they give, there's going to be, looks like there's going to be a lot of misty woods, a lot of mist and fog in there. It said, imagine Red Riding Hood not as prey, but as a cool huntress. So I'm guessing it's going to be a lot of twisted fairy tales, just like we've had in our houses and stuff. So that's a cool use of that zone. Not like a lot of stuff we've had. It seems like it's a very different kind of year for them. They're expanding and doing some really creative stuff. So let's go to their next ones. Here's the houses. They're haunted houses. The first one that they have is called The Lab. It's a laboratory of alien breeding. It's an alien-themed haunted house where experiments are underway. attempting to create perfect human-alien hybrid species. The lab will be housed at the Waterworld Q, same venue as the Possessions house last year. You're going to see humans with alien heads, aliens with human bodies. It's going to be really weird. I don't know. This might be coinciding with a lot of the rumors of them being able to do their own kind of alien house with the rumors that we are getting AVP house, but this could be their response to that because it looks like they have the xenomorph eggs, the face huggers, in the pictures right here. Then the next one is called Maddie Camp. This is about a military torture camp with scenes inspired by local military leaders. Jonah Goodwill, Minister of Evil, has put an evil sergeant major in charge, prepared to see recruits suffering, hanging, being tortured, and even gruesome depictions of cannibalism. This is where the Songs of Death was taking place last year. It's in Jurassic Park, Rapid Adventures, the Jurassic Park Overflow queue. It's a lot of like ghost stories and stuff like that. It looks like it might be similar to our Shady Brook houses that we had, Psychoscarapy, but just with a lot of different twists and flavors on it. I'm just trying to relate it to things that we've had in the past for anybody that's interested. The next one is called Jing's Revenge. This house revolves around Jing, a girl who was tortured by classmates, committed suicide in school. Her ghost returned to haunt her the classroom. Visual Studio Singapore will recreate eerie environments of pre-war schools and old mission schools. Different forms of Jing will reappear to terrify guests. Jing School will be built at a backstage area behind the New York. So this is going to be in a soundstage. It looks like they have 2 soundstage houses this year. Also, I wanted to reinstate that the Maddie Camp is probably going to be the Jonah Goodwill, the Icon house. He'll make an appearance most likely in there, as it looks like he's also put this Sergeant Major in there as well. And the last one, now this is the big one. They have now, this is their first 3D house, but even more importantly than that, it looks like our old friend Jack the Clown has found a new place of residence and a new place for life in Singapore, because this house is called Jack's 3D Dementia. Now here's their description of it. They already said, pay attention, this is interesting. Unlike the other 3 haunted houses, which are dark and creepy, Jack's 3D Dementia will be bright and colorful. This is the park's first attempt in a 3D maze where 3D glasses will work with chroma depth 3D paintings. Some visuals will be seen to jump out of the walls. Jack's Twisted World will take place within Stage 29, where Adrift took place last year. Now, Adrift was their most popular house last year. This is something that one of the creators was quoted. The character Jack comes to us from Universal's Orlando's Halloween Horror Nights. He's a serial killer clown, a loony, wacky guy. Clowns are scary. This house is going to be really cool. It's bright and very interesting. And then Jack himself, they don't have Bill and Ted over there, but they do have a show, and they're giving Jack a show as well. Jack is not the icon, but it might be. I don't know if this is a preface for what they might be bringing next year for the character, if they will give him an icon status in Singapore or what. But Jack is getting his own show extended from Jack's 3D Dementia. Jack will also have his own show at the Pantage Hollywood Theater. Guests will be able to meet Jack and witness how he forces potential auditionees into crazy acts and torture. Something about Gordon Gamsby, renowned sideshow star for all things weird, will be one of the acts here. And then they show just a map and the pictures of where everything takes place. So, good job for you, Singapore. They also said there's 444 characters that will be in the event itself, in the houses and scare zones. God, it just looks like a solid event. Congrats on them getting Jack and bringing Jack to life, giving him a place in Singapore. Now, the thing is that there's a lot of rumor going around that our clown house here in Orlando will be something of a cameo with Jack. We saw Jack and the caretaker both in inside Cabin in the Woods last year. And if we see Jack again inside of this clownish house for this year, that's been rumored, it stands to be reason that if Singapore's bringing him as well, that it is a very big possibility that he will be our icon for next year. Since Aiello himself has confirmed on Twitter there's no icon again this year, but is saying that they could be right around the corner again. To me, that leads to believe that we will have an icon next year for the 25th anniversary. 25 is always a big year. I know we did a big blow off for 20, but 25 is normally substantially 10-year anniversary, 25th year, 25, 30, and blah blah blah. So every 5 years is a big leaping gap and a big jump, especially once you get past 20. So it could be cool. We could definitely be seeing Jack the Clown return as our actual icon. I know a lot of people speculated we'd be out this year, but that didn't happen. So, but cool. Glad to see Singapore is getting some cool stuff. Again, I'm going to post the link to where I'm getting all this information in the thing below. You can look at all the pictures. I'm not going to post pictures in the video. But until next time, guys, this is HH and Trogdor signing out. I hope you enjoyed this video. Later.